Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. So this morning, Gus decided he has had enough of the kitten room and he wants to be out with everybody else. So this is Miss Austin. That's his real mama. Maggie took over when Austin kind of gave up after 2 weeks. Not sure why. We're thinking her milk supply might have not been good because she is older. And so he decided he wanted out. So they had a little bit of a moment. This is the litter box room, so I apologize for the mess. This is one of the potty rooms that I have in my house. So 4 litter boxes are here, and I have puppy pads all over the place to catch accidents. And then there's one in the kitchen away from the food and everything. There's one in the hall bathroom, and then I've got 5 more in the kitten room. 2 regular size ones, 1 medium, and 2 tiny ones. So I think altogether I have like 11 litter boxes. When there are 12 cats. So really you're supposed to have at least 1 litter box per cat, but 2 of these litter boxes are like extra large pans, so they kind of make up for it. So Gus decided, right, Mr. Alex? Alex is right up here. Say good morning, Mr. Alex. Yes, Alex says good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my bubby. He's up there. And Will is right behind him. Good morning, Will. And Chunk is meeting Gus. So Gus ran out thinking he was just going to tear down the hallway, and he was met by all the other cats, and now he is in a state of petrified. This is frightened kitten mode. But I think he'll be okay. And when he ran head first into everybody, so he scared them. So they've been hissing and freaking out. But I see Chunk is kind of slowly. Excuse me. Do you mind not clawing the wall? That would be good. Thank you. Gus, what's his name now? Chunk. Too many cats and I haven't had my coffee yet. Chunk has slowly started to get used to him. At first he was very, very frightened. And it looks like Gus is playing the right mode. He's just frozen. Oh, we got a little bit of... See the body language? Ooh, Gus hissed. Let me get closer so you can see the body language. Of course, I'm going to make sure everybody's okay. I just wanted to use it as like a filming tool when cats are being introduced to each other. Some of the body language you might see and hear. So right now, Gus is okay. His ears are forward. He's in curious mode. So is Chunk. Chunk is exploring. This is curious mode. So right now they're saying, "Who are you?" Oh, okay. It's all right. Don't be mean. And there's always a little bit of hissing, fighting in the beginning. It's usually nothing serious. It's like that. They're like dominance whacks is what I call them. Stop, Chunk. You're okay. Because they've got to establish who's the boss. So you can't immediately run in and break up everything going on. Because it'll never end. They'll just keep doing it until they figure out who's on what line of command, you know. There's Sylvester. See, Sylvester is very different. Sylvester has seen babies before. So Sylvester is like, oh, look, another one. Hi. Chunk never really saw babies, so that's why Chunk is in full-on panic mode. And the litter boxes are clean, by the way. I made sure I cleaned before I started filming so you wouldn't like accidentally see something gross. So it's just litter. Okay. All right now, Chunk. Hey, Chunk. It's okay. This is Gus. He's part of the family until he finds another family. He's not going to hurt you. He's not going to take your food. You're still going to be my chunky monkey. Are you okay? None of that's going to change. But that what was good to see, I don't know if you could see it on camera, I might have been too far away, is when Chunk started to get really close and got a little in his face. Hey. Gus actually put his ears flat back and hissed, which is good. I'm glad he showed signs that he can stand up for himself a little bit. Okay. Are you alright, Gus Gus? Yeah, he doesn't really have his claws out. He's just smacking. So you're not hurt, are you? No, you're just scared. Do you want to come with me? Okay, come here. Oh, get him. Okay. It's all right. You're okay. Let's put Gus Gus up here. Yeah, he check you over, make sure you're okay. And that was all right for a first meeting. Yeah, you're frightened because you're immediately going up into a ball, which trying to make himself look as small as possible. Hiding mode, I guess. Oh, here's Alex. Meet Alex. Alex, this is Gus. Gus, this is Alex. Be nice. Gus is not staying forever. See, Alex has seen this before. He's like, yeah, another one, okay. He will hiss a little bit sometimes and smack. Okay, Alex is like, fine, I'm over it. So now what's happening is, and here's Sylvester. Sylvester, introduction. This is Gus. Gus, this is Sylvester. Sylvester has also seen babies before. So Sylvester had a problem. Sylvester acted just like Chunk when Chunk and Willow were little. So it's the first time they see a baby, they kind of freak out because they don't know what it is. They don't understand what's going on. So sometimes it takes a little bit. Sylvester, it took a few weeks, right, buddy? Say, it took a few weeks, and you are a demon. We love you, but you are a psychotic demon. And it took a few weeks. We had to separate you for a long time before you stopped trying to murder Willow and Chunk. But it did eventually happen. And honestly, all kidding aside, the fights were never really serious. You can tell when the fight is about to go very serious by the body language. When the hair on their back and starts to stand up, the hair on the back of their neck stands up, their tail would be all foofed out and whipping violently, ears flat back, whiskers flat back against their face. That's bad news bears. You don't want to see that. That's body language for very, very angry or very, very frightened. And cats are like, it's kind of like Star Wars, right? So like fear and anger are the paths to the dark side. So if you've got a combination of fear or anger or both, you're going to have a cat fight. Especially if one backs into the corner, which is why I went ahead and got Gus Gus out of there. Because Chunk was backing him further and further into the corner, and at first he had places to go, but then he didn't. He was trapped. So I didn't want that to escalate. Which is why I moved him and also to check him over. Yes, see, you're such a good guy, Sylvester. Sylvester knows. Sylvester says I was the runt of the litter. This guy was the only one in the litter. But he looks okay. He's just a little scared, but he seems fine. I don't see any marks on him. Right? Say, I don't think Chunk got you anywhere. I don't see any marks. I think you're okay, Gus Gus. It is scary. This is why I said I don't think you're ready to come out of the room yet. But every single time I opened the door, you ran out and ran down the hallway. In the middle of everybody. You did it 3 times this morning, so I said, okay, you think you're ready. I'll let you go. And you're not quite ready, are you? Nope, this is what I was trying to tell you. But you're going to be okay. Almost. Almost. I think they're 9 weeks old this weekend. I have to count it on the calendar. It's either 9 or 10 weeks now. But when they hit 12 weeks, that's when they're going to go to the vet. And they should weigh enough for me to be able to schedule all their spay and neuters. I don't know. A lot of vets will do it regardless when they're a certain age. The particular vet I go to, likes them to be at least 5 pounds before he puts them under anesthetic. He just feels safer that way. So these guys are nowhere near 5 pounds yet, but you'll be surprised at how fast they'll grow in another 2-3 weeks. Before you know it, they're going to be little cats. They're not going to look like kittens at all anymore. It happens fast. They do. They grow fast. Yeah. So are you okay? Yeah. I think maybe you're going to be ready to go in with your brothers and sisters again. Stepbrothers and sisters, I should say. But what was nice is when he first came running out, everybody kind of freaked out. I didn't get it on camera because I didn't have my phone. But him and Austin came face to face. And it was sweet because there was as soon as she smelled him, there was immediate recognition. When Chunk first came around him, and Willow, the two of them came together at him because they were frightened. Austin actually fought them off. And it's Willow. It's okay, Will. So, Will, this is Gus. Gus, this is Will. Now, you know each other. You just don't know you know each other because you play through the bottom of the door. You play smack-a-paws, right, where he sticks his paws under there and you smack them, and then you stick your paws under there and he smacks them. Right, buddy? Yeah. That, extreme close-up, Will. That is the guy you've been playing smack-a-paws with. Yeah. So you've already been playing, you just don't know. And it's also important to make sure they understand when you first are introducing them and when the kittens are around and out that it doesn't mean they're going to get loved any less. The adults, it doesn't mean they're going to get any less food. It doesn't mean, oh, come on now. Be nice. You were being so nice before. He's not going to hurt you. Now you're just being silly. Yeah, be nice. He's being silly. This is what he's doing. Now you're just being silly, William. Willow, alias Will. Alias William, and whatever else I decide to call you. Which is usually derogatory names, I'm sorry. But I do. And Mama has not been far through everything, so I really think if something serious had started to happen, Mama probably would have stepped in to protect him. But, okay. Are you ready to go back inside with everybody now? I think so. You look tuckered out. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to get him safe inside with everybody else again. And then I'll start recording again in there. Okay. So now, there's Miss Daisy. And here's Miss Lily. And now Gus is back with everybody. So you can see how the body language is totally different. He's not on a ball anymore. He's not all hunched up anymore. He's open. He's sitting. He's okay now. He's not scared. He's back where he knows. There's Hyacinth. And there's Marigold. Hi, Marigold. You're so cute. Oh, you have got murder mittens. We've got to cut your claws. We have to trim your nails. You're putting holes in my legs. I came in to give you food this morning, and she jumped up like she was going to try to climb my leg. And I have shorts on. And, yeah, that was uncomfortable. What are you doing, silly? What are you doing, silly? Yeah, you smell everybody else. That's Alex. And that's Will. Yeah. And that's something else I can start doing, is putting some little tiny blankets or towels out where the rest of the cats are sleeping on them. So it gets their smell on them, and then bring them in here. And vice versa. Bring some stuff that's been in here that they've been sleeping on. And get them to bring it out so the adults can smell it. And get everybody used to smelling each other. Right? See, that's a big part of it. Everybody get used to each other's smells. Smell, smell, smell. That's your world, right? It paints a whole picture of what you're thinking in your head. Right, Lily? Ouch, 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 Daisy. Okay, let me get on the floor because you're just going to keep launching yourself up at me to try to get near my lap. It's Hyacinth in here. There's Marigold just popped out from under the coat. Okay. Let me see if I can sit down on the ground here. Hang on. Oh, get my old bag of bones down on the floor. Okay, let's fix your thing too. That's why I put it on a puppy pad, because they wind up spilling the water everywhere. I'm going to wind up with a soggy carpet permanently. Okay, is that better? Now that I'm down on your level, you're not going to keep jumping up at me with your murder mittens. Just pardon my pale ass white chubby legs. Oh, I see. You just want my slipper. Well, there you go. You can have my slipper. Who's that behind me? It's Hyacinth. They already had their breakfast, so what they've been doing is getting a can. I put some food down on the flat dish there. It's a little cake dish I have for my cabinet. And, well, hello, Miss Lily. It's Lily Face. Hey, whoops. It's okay. Here you are. Okay. Oh, you don't want to be pet, huh? You don't want to be pet. Yeah. That's Gus drinking some water, honey. That's good. You had a scary morning, huh? You had a scary morning. Poor baby. Yeah, he had a scary morning, guys. So you be nice to your brother for the rest of the day, okay? He had a scary morning. Yes, he did. Yep, and then when you guys get to your vet appointment, we're going to know for sure if you're boys or girls, because I don't know if I guessed right or not. I question Daisy is so outgoing. Usually the males are outgoing, but I swear I don't see anything back there. Which is why I'm thinking it's a female, but I might be wrong on Daisy, so we might have to find an alternate name for Miss Daisy if she turns out to be a guy. I've had that happen many times before. I thought Willow was a girl. That's why I named him Willow. And it was when I was getting ready to get him spayed and neutered. I was scheduling a spay, and I happened to be wrestling with him to get him into the cat carrier, and he flipped over, and I'm just like, ooh, wait a minute. It's a man, baby. Here's Miss Lily. Yeah, see? It takes Lily a little while to warm up. Daisy's in play mode. That's why she's like, get off me, I want to play. Yeah, it takes Miss Lily a little time to warm up to people. But then she is very affectionate. How are you, Miss Marigold? Yeah, you okay? Marigold is very shy. Oh, Daisy, you got a dingleberry. Okay, we'll get that in a minute. I got baby wipes. I tell you, if you're raising puppies or kittens, baby wipes. Just get the ones that are unscented. And they have ones that are like, I don't know, if you can go as far as to get organic. You know, they have that, I don't know, they have ones that are supposed to be made with all natural substances and stuff like that. But I mean, I figure if it's, you know, I'm not wiping their eyes and their nose with it. I'm just using it for dingleberries and picking stuff off the carpet is what I use the baby wipes for. But it does work really good. And when they have an accident and they smear poop everywhere, which they will, and they put it on their paws and everything like that because they're disgusting, because that's what kittens do. Right? Say, until you get the whole litter box thing down, you guys are a mess. You're a mess. What I usually do is clean it with the baby wipe first, because it is really good at getting the poop off. And, ow, 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 that's my toe. Stick to the slipper. We got to get you out of the habit of grabbing people's appendages. Nobody's going to want to adopt you if you murder their feet and their arms. That's good. Well, hi, Miss Hyacinth. How are you? You don't usually come out. She's very shy. You're so silly. Here comes Miss Lily. She's going to get in on the action. She says, I'm going to get that slipper with you. And there's Gus Gus. Ouch. Hey, listen. That is my foot, you heathen. We got to get your dingleberry. You got a little poop stuck to your fur. Say, nobody likes a hanger-oner. We got to get that off. No hanger-oners. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, come on. That's no good. No, no. She's in play mode, so anything that moves is a toy. No. No, no. No. Good girl. Good job. Thank you. Good job. Evidently, I need to give them my old slippers. What do you think, Miss Lily? Miss A? No. Stop. Good girl. Thank you. What do you think, Miss Lily? Hi, Miss Hyacinth. She's so shy. She's very shy. Oh, now Marigold's and Lily just drops in to the scene. Literally. Hi, Miss Lily. Mm-hmm. What do you think you're doing? No, 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 no. No, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to see Gus Gus is playing again and going about his business. That shows me he's not, like, traumatized by the incident, so that's good. If he was still huddled in a ball somewhere, I'd be a little worried about, Cats have mental health, too. It's not just people. I'd be worried that he'd be stressed out. Yeah, but otherwise it's been okay. We've been a little busy at work again. Here's our 2 calico sisters. You can see them really side by side. See, Lily is more sleek and has the black over her eye. And Hyacinth is a big foof. And she has white on her face. And somebody's going crazy behind me, which has to be Daisy. Because she's the only one missing from what I'm filming now. The only thing I've got to figure out doing, they're big enough now to where I could let them run around the house and there's nothing they could get hurt on. I just have to block off the stove. They're still small enough to get underneath the stove. So I'd have to block that off. But they're still small enough, big enough now to go. But the reason I stop is that I worry about releasing all of them at the same time. That it might overwhelm the adults and I'll wind up with fights, and I don't want that. So, as you can tell, Daisy likes things that crinkle. Very good, Hyacinth. Now be careful, you already knocked your food all over the place. Hi, Miss Hyacinth. There's Marigold. Yes, Daisy, we all know who you are. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, no, 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 no. That's my foot. You got to stop doing that. No, no. And it's not like you don't have toys, because you have all kinds of crap here, scattered all over the place. Yes, and you've got your tent. Oops, sorry about my finger. Okay. What the hell is on the bottom of my shoe? Anyway, oh, it's a hairball. I thought that was just a stain from far away. I'm like, what is that on the bottom of my shoe? Apparently, I stepped in a hairball somewhere. This is why I wear shoes in the house. That's another tip. When you're dealing with cats, I'm just sliding along the floor here to get the bag of, so the baby wipes I use are, they're in Food Line. That's one of the grocery store we have here. And it's called Always My Baby. And it's just unscented, and they're just regular, it's alcohol-free, hypoallergenic, no parabens, So I try to get stuff that doesn't have all kinds of perfumes and crap in it. It's got, like, what's it got? Come on, camera, focus. Water, glycerin. Yeah, well, it's got some chemicals, of course. Aloe leaf extract. But the main thing is just don't use it around, of course, their face. And if you use it to clean poop off of their paws, it works really good. Just make sure you rinse their paws. Because the main thing is you don't want them licking. You don't want them licking it. Just like a human baby, Same basic thing. Let's get the hairball off the bottom of my shoe. Okay, that was gross. Didn't realize what I was looking at. Okay, Miss Thing, let's pause this video and get your dingleberry off your butt, huh? Oops, you turned on the flashlight. Hang on. There we go. Okay, there we go. Say mission accomplished, dingleberry gone. And we got the hairball off the bottom of my sandal. Yeah. If you have cats, never walk anywhere barefoot. You learn that really fast. Unless you're lucky to have a cat that doesn't throw up much. Which mine don't. I am actually very lucky. Springtime, when it's shedding season, I have to watch out for hairballs. But it's rare. The only one I have that throws up more often, still not a lot, but more often, is Katie. Katie has a bad habit of eating too fast if she's really hungry in the morning. So I have to put out tiny amounts. And if I put out too much, she gobbles it all down, and then 2 seconds later, she barfs it all up again. It's almost like when we get indigestion and we eat too fast and we get heartburn. I think the way cats deal with heartburn is they just barf. Hey, 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 hey. Nope, nope, nope. No, ma'am. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Slippers, not people's. Objects, yes. People, no. That's better. Thank you. Hi, Miss Hyacinth. She's coming up behind me, but every time I move the camera so you can see her. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. She's wild. Hey, hey, hey. 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 When they get beyond the point that they listen, you know, like she's getting to the point where she's not listening anymore, then it's time to walk away. You just walk away, get their attention on something else, and leave. And they'll learn that if they want to hang around you and they want to play with you, they gotta not bite you and claw you. And that the second they do so, the fun stops and you leave. And eventually they're like, hey, you know, if I want to keep playing with this person, I better not bite them, because if I do, they're going to leave and I don't get to play anymore. And cats are smart. They figure it out. Ooh. Hyacinth showed you. Oh, Miss Hyacinth. It's Lily's like, what just happened? Say that was a marigold and I think hyacinth. Yeah, that was a marigold and hyacinth whirlwind that just came by. Oh. Ouch. Excuse you. Hey. Hey. No, ma'am. All right. Okay. She's overtired and she's getting wacko wild a little bit, which is what kittens do. But there's no sense in you staying in the middle of it and getting holes poked in your feet. So, no. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. So, okay. Well, we'll pause the video here so that I can get out before I get eaten alive by this monster here. You're a monster, you know that. You're an evil Knievel monster cat. And they're cute, so that's how they get away with it. But it's like, yeah, no. Okay. So let's go check on all the adults where I won't get chewed to smithereens. All right. All right. Focus. Okay, now we're not being eaten alive anymore. There's Will on camera. Focus. It'll do better as we're walking, I think. There's Chunky. Old Chunky Monkey. Let me give the camera a second to adjust. There we go. Now we can see what the hell is going on. And there's Sylvester. Everybody else is outside. Let's see. Can we see them, Sylvester? Yeah, we can. There's Mr. Felix. And there's Pete. He's taking a nap outside. And I don't know where... Right, Alex? I don't know where Phoebe and Blackie are, but they're outside somewhere. And we had a little bit of excitement yesterday morning because Felix decided it would be a good idea to pounce on a baby blue jay, which I don't know if you guys have blue jays where you live. They're birds. Blue jays get very angry when somebody goes after their family, and they make a lot of noise. So it was all this extremely loud screaming bird sounds, and of course that prompted me to go out there and be a, drop it, I think everybody who's a cat owner that has a cat that goes outside at some point has been the crazy person in the yard with the broom, running after the cat screaming, drop it. But thankfully he did not hurt the bird. He's playing. To him it's a big toy, And, oh sorry, my refrigerator's probably loud. So he was playing with it, is what he was doing. So the bird was not hurt. It was a little fledgling. It learned how to fly, but it was still young, you could tell. But the blue jay was not harmed. So I got Felix to let go of it, and it was stunned for a few minutes, and then it took off and went back up into the tree with its parents, I guess. I don't know. It was the group of blue jays that was screaming. So that must be the rest of its family. And the blue jay was fine. It took off with its parents, and everything was fine. So everybody came out okay. No one was hurt. And Felix and I had a long discussion about attacking the birds. But, they're cats. That's what cats are going to do. Right? So he's a cat. That's what cats do. They catch things. And Phoebe left me a mouse. Yesterday morning, I opened the door to go outside. And Chunk let Willow go potty. You okay, Will? Sorry. Willow's trying to go potty in the box, and Chunk is smacking him in the face. It's like brothers. They really are. They're like brothers. They are brothers. But, I mean, they act just like human brothers. Mom, he's touching me. Stop. Don't do that. Same thing. You think you're going to escape it by having cats instead of kids? No. They just stay this way forever. At least with kids, that goes on for a few years, right? And cats, it's for their whole life. Are you okay, Will? He's over there now. You can go potty. Good boy. Okay. But now I forgot completely what I was saying. Oh, well, probably wasn't important anyway. I think I was talking about the blue jays. Oh, the mouse. Phoebe left me a mouse. I was leaving to go pick up my mom, take her to a haircut, and I opened the door, and there's a dead mouse right on the front mat, like where as soon as I would open the door, where I would step. So I was like, it was a gift. A gift just for me from Miss Phoebe. So, incredibly gross, but very sweet when you think about the sentiment behind it. That's them actually making sure that you are eating. They're like, look, I caught this mouse for you, so you have food too. It's like, here, I hunted for you since you don't hunt. Yeah, so it's, and what I try to do, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. It might just be me and my crazy head. But like when I go grocery shopping, I'll get a little thing of special treats or something. And when I come in from being outside, I show them the treats and I give them the treats. So it's like, look, this is what I got. And then they're kind of like, oh, okay. And they're all happy and everything like that. So then when they go outside, they try to come inside. Occasionally they try to bring me something. And I'm like, no, leave it outside. It's okay. When Alex used to go in and out, back when he was a kitten, up until he was about a year and a half old, because I got Alex and Katie, I rescued when they were like 6 months old. And they were indoor, outdoor, up until he was about a year and a half, I guess. But yeah, one of his favorite games was to catch a bird and bring it into my house. He'd come in the back door with it, because I would leave the back door open so he could come and go, while I was home and I was doing stuff right in the kitchen, so that they could come and go freely. And his favorite game became, I'm going to bring a bird in and let it go in the house and watch Mom try to catch it. Like, I don't know if he was trying to teach me how to hunt or what, but it would take me forever to catch this bird that was now flying around my kitchen. He did it with one time it was a blue jay, then it was a robin, and, I'm like, it was not easy to catch the bird. And, of course, in the process, the bird pooped all over half of my kitchen because it was freaking out, so... It was not long after that we decided Alex would be better off as just an inside cat. Because we got tired of him bringing me things alive. So, it was a combination of that, and then there's a, not to be mean, but there's a nut job. She's a nutter that lives way up the block from here. And she's one of those people that like calls the cops when kids are waiting for the bus on her side of the property because she says they're on her land. She's one of those wackos. And apparently she made a sanctuary in her yard for wild birds. And Alex had caught and eaten her favorite blue jay, evidently. So she stormed herself up to my house and left sticky notes all over my door and, phone number. So I called her to be like, are you okay? What's going on? Because I figure ignoring her would have made it escalated, And she screamed and hollered that if she saw him again, she was going to shoot him and she was going to kill him and she was this and she was that. And I just let her scream and holler. And I said, okay, I'll keep him inside. It's, And I did report her because she was threatening to shoot an animal. But of course, unless she actually does something, they don't do anything about it. But at least she was reported. But apparently a lot of people, according to what the sheriff had told me anyway, a lot of people reported her. Because that's basically what she does, is threaten to sue everybody and threaten to shoot everything. Not people, but pets, animals. And it's everything, not just cats, dogs, anything but birds. She likes birds, so if it's not a bird, she threatens to kill it if it steps on her property. So I'm just like, whatever, she's older, so I'm like, just leave her alone. She's a wacko, but she's way up the block, though. She's not one of the neighbors that gave me trouble last year. I haven't heard a peep out of her since I kept Alex inside. Since then, she's completely ignored me, which is fine with me. Right? Because we don't want any trouble. But yeah, so she's the reason most of them, and they belong inside anyway. I mean, to be real, cats are better off inside. Or at least if you're going to let them outside, be in a controlled environment where they're not going to get hurt on anything or get into something that could make them sick, that kind of stuff. It's better for them, so I get it. But yeah, I don't even know if she's still there or not, because that was years ago. Like I said, Alex is 9 now. And 9 or 10. I have to go back and look at his records. 9, I think. I'm pretty sure he was born 2016. So that would make him 9 now. Next year, he'll be 10. And that was when he was like a year and a half. It was right after the bird, not long after the bird incident. He had a thing for birds. So it was many, many years ago. So she might not even be there anymore. But apparently they had a lot of trouble with her. But so you never know. That's the other reason it's kind of good if you have cats, keep them inside. Because you don't know what kind of wackos live amongst you. I always thought it was kind of funny that they call us crazy because we have so many cats, or we have cats. You know, I'm a crazy cat lady is what they say. I'm like, really? I'm the crazy cat lady. I'm like, I'm not the one building a 10-foot tall fence around my yard and threatening to shoot people's pets. Like, are you sure I'm the one that's crazy? Because that's not what it sounds like to me, but okay. Yeah. So just, if you do have pets, keep them inside. Cats, anyway. And dogs, make sure you have, you know, a leash or a fence or something. Because the last thing you want is trouble with some kind of wacko, especially these days, because people are like off their rocker. I don't know what's going on with the world. I really don't, but people are a few French fries short of a Happy Meal, it seems like. You get people snapping over the weirdest things. So, just to be on the safe side. I've gotten to the point now where I don't trust anybody except my immediate family. My mother and my sister, and the nice lady across the street. We babysit each other's cats. They're wonderful. They're a couple, her and her husband, and they're wonderful people. They have always been very nice, very kind, and just good people. So I'm grateful I have at least somebody living around me that's, you know, good people. So, but yeah, so if you have cats, just do yourself a favor from the beginning and keep them inside if you can. Unless you're like out on a farm where you're in the middle of the country. They can roam and they don't have to worry about anything getting them, like foxes. And we do have foxes around here. We have fox and we have the usual stuff. Skunk, raccoon, possum, groundhogs. There was one time there was actually a beaver down by the river. We have well, it's not really a river. They call it a river. For us, it's like a creek. Or a crick, if you live out in the south there. But there was actually a beaver. Because it was something, I had no idea they were that big. I was going on my way to work, and it looked kind of like a groundhog. And I was like, that is the biggest damn groundhog I've ever seen in my life. And then it turned around and started walking, and I saw the long, flat tail. And I was just like, holy crap, it's actually a beaver. That's wild. So, yeah, we have all kinds of stuff here. And we do have black bear. Occasionally, a black bear will wander into the neighborhood to go after a bird feeder somewhere. Usually that's not till the fall, though, when they're getting ready to... I think they hibernate. I don't know if black bear... I don't know anything about bears. But, yeah, if there's bird seed out in the spring or the fall, occasionally we'll hear buzz in the neighborhood about, did you see so-and-so had a... big truck went by, sorry. Did you see so-and-so had, you know, a black bear on their Ring camera? And it actually happened next door. I think it got into their bird feeder. So it was, you know, there are bear around. It happens. As we are on the, kind of on the foot of a mountain where I am. So yeah, there are bear. But they don't really bother anybody here. And cats are smart enough to stay away from them. And bears are, I mean, not that they're not dangerous. Of course they're dangerous, but a bear is lazy. a bear is not going to actively hunt a cat, especially as fast as a cat is, and as agile as a cat is. I mean, if a cat antagonizes a bear, sure. I mean, in cat versus bear, I'm not sure who would win. I mean, brute strength, yes, bear, but agility, skill, strategy, I'd almost bet on the cat. But that's just me. That's Will flicking his tail down at the bottom. But anyway, okay, well, I have babbled long enough. There's Miss Finny. Hi, Foo-Foo. What you doing? Finny is grooming. But everybody else is doing good. So that's the latest update on the gang. Everybody's fine. We're going to have a nice rainy day today, which is nice. So I've got some good stuff planned for cooking. And after all the work I did yesterday, I had some help, but in the work out in the yard, I had to mow again, all that kind of good stuff. That now I have earned the privilege today to just do laundry and maybe binge watch some of my favorite shows. And that's it. So, I hope you guys all have a good week and that everybody is doing okay. And we will see you guys next weekend.